Welcome back, and you're watching Market Fatafat on ET Now. This is a show where we get to all the stocks that are buzzing in trade, either on the back of news first or on the back of technicals. Now, on the technical front, we are joined by Swati Hotkar. Swati, a very good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for joining in with us. Let's talk about your first stock that you picked out for us today on the technicals, and that is Metropolis Healthcare. Now, last 6 months, surely we are seeing that pickup coming in before the correction that actually took place in the last year. What are now the indications that you're picking up in terms of the charts for this one? Should we expect the run-up to continue?
We have seen a very good rally into this particular stock. The last 2020 year was not good for this particular counter, but I believe that the bottom is forming at the current level. So upside, I am looking for a target of at least 1550 to 1600 level. So the stock is really doing very well on the technical score. The support is liked at around 1400. So as long as the stock sustains above 1400 levels, the up move rally is likely to be continued towards to 1550 to 1600 levels. So one should hold their long positions if they have any.
Alright, so that's the view coming in on Metropolis. But Vamakshi, like I had mentioned, the two listing, the second one, Sai Silks. How did this one perform on the bourses on its debut day?
Decent listing is what we saw for Sai Silks as of now. We saw that the shares made its market debut with a nearly 4% jump against the issue price of 222 rupees per share. The stock was listed on BSE at 230 rupees, so nearly implying a gain of almost 3.6%, while on NSE it began trading at 231 rupees, which definitely implies an upside of almost 4% premium as compared to the issue price. The company's market cap the market cap was at nearly 3,719 odd crores in the morning deals. Now keep in mind that the IPO was subscribed nearly 4.4 times on the last day, and they had also come out with an initial share sale with a fresh issue of almost 600 odd crores and an offer for sale of almost 2.7 crore equity shares. So it was a decent listing for Sai Silks. Now keep in mind that this is a retailer for sarees, especially in the southern markets, and that is the reason why we have this stock in focus today. As of now, the stock is up nearly trading nearly 8.5% higher.
Move on and talk about REC, and why is REC in focus today? Actually, we have REC and PNB both are in focus after they have signed an MOU for power and infrastructure projects. Now, when you look at it, this came in as an announcement last evening where they announced an MOU that's REC to fund power sector and infrastructure and logistic projects, possibly amounting to around 55,000 crores. And that is why we are seeing that REC has been trading higher in trade. And overall, when you look at it, this is a co-financing loan that they are looking at, REC and PNB, for a period of over 3 years. So on the back of that, today we are seeing both these stocks that are in focus. Look at REC trading with gains of around 6.6%, while PNB is also trading strong with gains of around 2.3%.
Alright, so that is REC and PNB, both that are in focus in today's trading session. Let's move on and let's talk about HDFC Bank, because that particular counter today hit an over 10-month low, but you have a positive note that's coming from Jefferies, because Jefferies has come out with a note saying that the valuations are now looking attractive post the recent correction that the stock has witnessed, and they continue to rate the stock as a buy with a target price of 2,030 rupees per share. What they're saying that with the high teens growth, HDFC Bank will be ahead of large global banks as well, as that is over the next 3 years, and they're expecting HDFC Bank to deliver 16 to 17% compounded annual growth rate in earnings. So yes, no doubt the stock is trading lower by approximately 0.5% now, recovered from the day's lowest point sharply. That is HDFC Bank. It's hit a 10-month low, but Jefferies is now finding the valuations pretty much attractive for HDFC Bank. Therefore, reposing faith on the counter, giving it a buy rating with a target of 2030.
That's HDFC Bank for you all. But Swati, you've picked out an auto name, and that is Escorts for us. Now, on the charts, what is Escorts indicating to you, and what is the target price that you're keeping an eye out on? Because last 6 months, 75% returns is already what we've seen coming in. What's your view now?
Escorts is really doing very well. It's very positive. Even the market was remaining volatile, but this particular counter from the last continuous 3 months has given a very positive reason, which comes at around more than 46% within the span of the last 3 months. Also, the interesting fact that even though the market is correcting, but this particular counter from the last fund is quoting a continuous new highs, which comes to at around 33.43 all levels. And I believe that it has a very strong potential to quote a new high towards the 3400 to 3450 level. So upside is most there on the higher side. I believe those who are having any long positions or looking to create a long positions, one can take a buy call in the Escorts at the current market price, but only 20-30% at the CFD, because downside it has a very strong potential at 3200 level. So as long as it sustains about that level and trades above the 3200 level, one should go for a long positions, and I believe it will go to high of at around 3400 to 3450 levels.
All right, that is Escorts Kubota, and what a rally this one has actually staged, hitting record highs day after day. But Ankita, let's talk about Senco Gold, because that particular counter is soaring in trade today, 11%. Why the uptick?
That's correct, Cheryl. Look at the move that is coming on Senco. It is up 11.5% in trade right now. That's because Ambit Capital has come out to weigh the note, and they have initiated a buy on the counter with a target price of 730 rupees per share. They feel that the brand itself is a moat in the eastern part of the country, and the right operating model and strong balance sheet is going to further their growth and scale. They see the valuations are pretty reasonable, and that will add more shine to Senco Gold, and they expect Senco to clock in 20% revenue and 18% PAT CAGR over FY23 to FY26, and on the back of that they have initiated a buy on that particular counter, and we can see the uptick coming in, up now almost 12% in trade.
Let's move on to the next one, and Borosil Renewables too in focus today and trading much higher. Vamakshi, why is this one in focus?
We do have Borosil Renewable in focus today. The stock is definitely soaring in the trading session today, and that is because the company has received an order from the Bombay High Court. Bombay High Court has gone ahead, quashed the income tax department's 19.5 crore order. They have also gone ahead and disposed of the writ petition in the company's favor. So a positive news flow that has come in for this counter, and as a result the shares actually surged the most in the last 10 weeks. And keep in mind that this gain is coming on the back of very strong volumes as well. So on the back of this news flow, we do have Borosil Renewables in focus today. As of now, the stock is trading nearly 5.5% higher.
All right, that is Borosil Renewables trading 5.5% higher in trade today. But Swati, what about Concord? Do you think that this one will be able to maintain the uptick that it has seen? 24% in the last 6 months, and the last 1 month has not been pretty bad for this one. Do you think it will be able to actually continue with this up move?
This is rightly pointed out that from last few months, this particular stock is really doing very well on the technical front and giving a very quite good returns. I believe after the consolidation, the stock is on the verge of giving the breakout of at around, which comes at around 740, and preempting the breakout. Once it manages to give a breakout of 740, the new leg will going to be start, which might take a stock towards to 800 to 850 levels. So the view is definitely positive on the technical front. Downside, it has a very good support at 700 levels. So one should hold the long positions by maintaining a stop loss or the support of 700 rupees. I am looking for a target of 800 and 840 levels of the high side.
800 and 840 levels is what we should keep an eye out on for Concord. Let's move on and talk about the next stock, that is Healthcare Global today. It's on as much as 5% in intraday trade as well. And let's pull up the charts for Healthcare Global. Now over there, when you look at it, what is the news flow that has come in? And this is according to reports, is what we are understanding, that the company's promoters, private equity firm CVC Capital Partners is actually looking to exit by selling its controlling stake in the hospital. Now the PE firm is to identify buyers for around 60.4% stake in the hospital, and they can seek a premium of at least 20% and up to 50% for the buyout depending on the market conditions. That's the word that we are picking up in terms of what reports are suggesting. Let's keep an eye out on Healthcare Global today, and on the back of this today, look at it. So it's still a stock still holding on to gains of 2.4%.
Alright, moving on, let's talk about IDFC Limited. Swati, how is it looking on the charts to you? Because IDFC First Bank has anyways seen a very good uptake, and you see day after day or month after month, you still have technical analysts backing that one. IDFC Limited, rarely spoken about, but 66% uptake in the last 6 months.
Yes, IDFC stock is really doing very well. If you look towards the quarterly chart or the 6 monthly, after the span of 14 years, this particular counter has given a breakout of 98 levels, which is a very strong breakout on the larger degree. And I believe that a new trend has getting started in this particular counter. As of now, I believe 150, 160 is the likely target I'm looking for a short span of a time. As long as it's trading above 100 levels, 100 will act as a very strong support level for this particular stock. So definitely those who are looking for a multi-bagger stock, I believe this is the particular one should go for a long position at the current market price, or any we are getting a deeps towards 200, one should add on. Upside, it has a very strong potential to 160 to 180 levels. So hold your long position into IDFC Limited.
Okay, that is IDFC Limited for y'all. But on that note, viewers, we're going to slip into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more stocks after the break.
Welcome back. You're watching Market Fatafat, and let's continue talking about the stocks that are moving in trade and take a look at what Aptus Value is doing in today's trading session. A sharp up move is what their stock has logged in today's trading session. You have a note that's coming in from Centrum, and that note has come across the affordable housing theme, and Aptus Value is one of the stocks that's soaring in trade on back of that report. They've maintained a buy stance on Aptus they've initiated coverage with a buy stance on the counter, with the target set at around 380 rupees per share. Approximately 90 rupees away is where Aptus is right now from those target levels. What they're saying that Aptus Value operates in the niche segment of affordable housing finance and small business loans. They are saying that it targets customer segment in self-employed, in rural as well as semi-urban areas in South India. What they're saying is they're expecting a return on assets of approximately 7.1% in FY26, as well as a return on equity at about 20.1% in FY26 for Aptus Value. They are also saying that with small size as well as deep penetration and productivity, they should go ahead and aid Aptus to deliver a 29% AUM CAGR as well as 24% earnings CAGR over FY23-26. So they're pretty much bullish on Aptus Value. They have initiated a buy coverage. They set a target of 380, and that's one of the reasons why Aptus Value is soaring in today's trading session.
Let's move on and talk about Corp then, Swati. On the technicals, what is it looking like? Because in the last couple of years, surely it was in a consolidation phase. Just in the last 6 months, we've seen this pickup coming in. What is the chart now indicating for Corp?
I think the chart is as of now just trading in the sideways formation. It is got stuck within the range of 400 and 450 levels. But looking towards the current pattern of the trading, or say the price momentum, I believe we are likely to witness some sort of a downfall in this particular counter. Any movement below 410 levels will drag this particular stock towards 380 to 390 levels. So the view is a little bit cautious in this particular stock as long as it trades below 450 levels. So I will suggest not to create any long position, but those who are having, they should apply the strategy sell on rise in this particular stock counter, because any momentum below 410 level will drag towards to 380 levels.
All right, so that is that view on that particular counter. Bankita, let's talk about Sun Pharma. Why is this one in the spotlight today?
Yes, Sun Pharma is in spotlight today because of the fact that the Canada division has launched the PRVIN-LV, and that is a novel tropical treatment for acne. Now, this particular drug is meant for both male and female acne patients 12 years of age and older, and now that is being made available in Canada. And this is the first and the only tropical androgen receptor inhibitor and the newest Health Canada approved formulation to target the hormonal component of acne in the last 40 years. And on the back of that, we can see the stock up 1.2% in trade right now.
Swati, the next stock that you picked out for us on the technicals, and that is L&T. What is the view you have on this company? Where do you see it moving? And at 2,968, is it still a buy?
Yes, the overall structure on the technical setup is really positive. Even though those who are having in their opposition, we should hold on. This particular counter is a very good stock, and one should always be there in the portfolio as such. I believe definitely it's trading nearby its all-time high, but if you're getting any dips towards to 2800, 2850 levels, this is the quality counter one should go for a long positions. At the CMP also, I believe it has a strong potential to reach up to 3100 levels. So we might get a new high or new all-time high, which will take a stock also 3100. So those who are having any long position, they should definitely hold on.
All right, moving on, Swati, let's talk about Bharat Forge then. And on the charts, how is this one looking to you? Because also in the last 6 months, we've seen a very healthy rally. Only in the last 3 months actually take place for Bharat Forge, 40% uptick in the last 6 months. Where do you see this one headed?
See, correct. The Bharat Forge has given a very good rally in the last 6 months from almost 900 levels to 1100 levels. Now the momentum indicators such as RSI showing a negative divergence from the overbought zone. So already we have seen a very good amount of rally, but at the current market price, we are likely to witness some sort of a selling pressure or say the profit booking, because after such kind of a steep rally, we cannot deny the profit bookings at the higher level. So one should remain cautious in the Bharat Forge at the current market price. Because I believe that we might get to witness some sort of a selling pressure which might drag the stock towards to 1000 or say to the 950 level. So one should avoid the major long positions, but those who are having any long, they can book the profits at the current market price.
Swati on Bharat Forge. But with that, that was the last talk for today. So thank you so much, Swati, Ankita, as well as Vamakshi for joining in with us. And with that, viewers, it's a goodbye from Cheryl, myself, as well as the team who put this show together. But for the next 1 hour of trading, closing trades will take the action forward.